What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Paul here, back at it again. We got yet another spoiler for Dragon Ball Super Episode 131, the finale of Dragon Ball Super, and it's from Korea. So when it's translated, it's from our boy Herms98 on Twitter. Credits him in the description below. But if you guys do not want to be spoiled as to what's going to be happening in Dragon Ball Super Episode 131, make sure you guys click off the video right now. If not, we're about to dive right into this, so make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, as well as turn on notifications. This way you guys can stay up to date on all the information coming after the series is over, because the movie information is going to be dropping very soon, and we have a ton of content coming for Dragon Ball Z still after Super ends. So anyway, Dragon Ball Super Episode 131, I'm gonna read it off here. A miraculous conclusion. Farewell, Goku, until the day we meet again. The finale. Goku and Ko's battle concludes at last. Which universe will prevail? The battle for the fate of their own universe finally reaches its climax. Fighting against Jiren, the famously strongest man, Goku's power becomes slightly short and he falls from the stage. The moment it looks as if the Universe 11's victory has been assured, the previously unseen Frieza appears. And then Frieza this week, his whereabouts had been unknown, but though injured from head to toe, Frieza manages to revive himself. Will he be able to defeat Jiren, who not even Goku could win against? And who will be the MVP? So those are the spoilers for the episode. Now, with those things being said here, it doesn't necessarily reveal everything to the episode that we haven't already seen yet. Like things such as Goku falling at a stage, we already knew, and some people didn't realize that. Dude, Goku is going to lose to Jiren. It's confirmed 100%. This is the second time we're seeing the spoilers here. The only thing is we're waiting for leaked images, which might drop because next week is the final episode. Right at the time of this recording, Episode 130 airs in like 2 days, so we're gonna see the preview for this, and Ultra Instinct at its mastered state cannot match up to Jiren. Now, what we know is not mentioned in this particular set of spoilers. In the old one that we got, it mentioned that Frieza was the one that death beams Jiren right after Goku is ringed out. So what we know is Frieza's gonna get up, he's been beaten up, and he's gonna probably fight a weakened Jiren. Now, this is where the story has basically been confirmed as to Universe 7 having some sort of success in this tournament, which we already knew. There's two reasons, and two very, very strong reasons as to why it's basically 100% confirmed that Universe 7 will win. Here's why. One, Dragon Ball Z. Number one is Dragon Ball Z, because we know at the end of Dragon Ball Z, which they haven't even reached yet, when they met Oob and everything, they're all still alive, guys. So there's no real threat here as to Jiren winning, because we know that Universe 7 will survive no matter what. Which means if Jiren survives, if Universe 7 survives, most likely they're using that wish to revive everyone else, especially Universe 6 from the Planet Sadala arc, and most likely maybe even Jiren, with the title being Farewell, Goku, until the day we meet again. It's a miraculous conclusion, so if you guys look at the title there, most likely Frieza wins through a miracle and defeats Jiren, gets the wish, and they use it for something good. And here's the second reason as to why I think Frieza's gonna be doing something good with the wish, or in general, Universe 7's gonna get it and wish everybody back for the most part. If not everybody, Universe 6 or Universe 11, most likely Universe 6 at very least. Here's why. In Dragon Ball Super Movie 2018's comments from Akira Toriyama, he states that it's gonna shed light on previously unexplored topics having to do with Frieza and the Saiyans. So with that being said, and him continuing off of Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, it's kind of safe to say that Frieza may be sticking around. And with him sticking around, and these guys continuing directly after the Tournament of Power is over, that means Saiyans are surviving, Frieza's surviving, therefore Universe 7 wins. On top of that, Frieza's alive. Frieza is alive in the third movie. And if you guys didn't know, there's a trend here. In every single movie that's happened since 2013 Battle of Gods, Frieza has been featured in each one. Remember, one of the first beings Beerus mentioned was Frieza in Battle of Gods. Then Frieza got his own movie, Resurrection F. Frieza technically was the forefront of Dragon Ball. If you guys didn't realize that already, he sparked Dragon Ball, he sparked Dragon Ball Z, and technically Dragon Ball Super. So with all of these things, he was the one that caused it. But the true villain of everything, or the one that really sparked it, Frieza being the puppet, was Beerus. If you guys didn't already know that, Beerus was the one that did it, and that's why I still predict that Beerus could potentially be a candidate for the movie's villain, if you guys didn't already see that. Or main opponent, not necessarily a villain, but that's in a different video. If you guys didn't see the previous videos, go check that out. So, what we've got from here and everything combined, straight from Akira Toriyama's mouth, straight from Akira Toriyama's past work, Universe 7 wins, Frieza's going to survive, and Planet Sadala arc being hinted at before is a very wise guess to choose as to them reviving them for the movie, as well as Goku and the fam getting the wish for Universe 7 reviving another universe at the very least, if not all, because they may want to have another one. The reason why I would speculate that they resurrected every universe and not just Universe 6, the reason why at the very least is because of the title for episode 131, Farewell Goku Until the Day We Meet Again. When has Goku been defeated at his strongest point and never wanted to fight that being ever again? Kid Buu, remember that? Oob, he got Oob back. Like, he wanted a rematch against Kid Buu because he knew he could take him on at full power, but he never got that opportunity. He brought him back. Hit. Goku got his rematch against Hit. Goku got his rematch against Frieza. Goku's gonna get his rematch, hopefully, against Beerus. Goku likes getting his rematches, and even against the Goku Black arc, like in that arc, they went back and forth in time just to keep getting rematches against him, and until the point where they had to just take him out. That's where it kind of ended, but Jiren defeating Goku, do you guys really think they're gonna kill off Jiren entirely and never resurrect that entire universe just for Goku to get his rematch? I highly doubt that, and it really would be stupid if they did anything like that. It doesn't necessarily make sense into anything Dragon Ball related. Any other time, Goku's probably always had a rematch or a definitive ending towards like his rivalry with the being. Like, someone has to definitively beat them. This one, it's a miraculous conclusion. They barely beat Jiren. Just barely. So, with that being said, I don't see them throwing him away. Yes, he's a garbage character. In my opinion, he's a garbage character in terms of personality and character development. He's the worst one by far. Does this make me love Super any less? No, I still love Dragon Ball Super, but it doesn't take away the fact that he was hyped up this much, and you can't just, no matter what, you can't just hype someone this much and just drop him like that. They're doing some good here, though, by utilizing Frieza's character and making a complete turnaround with what they had on the table here and the pieces that they were given. And the thing is, Frieza being spoiled by Akira Toriyama, technically in those spoilers, it's kind of ironic because even though he technically spoiled that Frieza still may be or may not be alive, most likely will be alive after the Tournament of Power, Jiren was Akira's creation here, and some people like that, some people don't. And before anybody knew that this was Akira, for the most part, people hated Jiren's character. But now that they hear it's from Akira Toriyama, there's some bias towards it. They're like, oh, well, it's Akira Toriyama's design, it should be good. No, this one's garbage, and that's my rant on that one. It's garbage. At the end of the day, Jiren still has to be brought back with the hype train, so this is how I think the episode's gonna go. Goku, especially the fight starting from 130, Goku and Jiren fight it out. They're gonna have a minute used up at 130, and then in episode 131, there's gonna be 30 seconds of battle. Goku and Jiren use up almost everything that they have, and at the very end of that, Goku gets knocked off. Following that, Jiren thinks he wins. He looks up at the Omni King, which was already spoiled. Frieza death beams him from behind, and maybe that might not be enough to ring out Jiren, or that may be the devastating hit that does ring him out. Frieza is going to follow it up with something, thus winning the tournament. Frieza then takes that wish, uses it to either revive himself and everyone in this tournament, or he hands it off to Goku to revive everyone in the tournament, because technically they might have some loophole for Frieza not getting the wish. But it seems as though Frieza having a main part in the next movie, they might want to keep him around just for that factor. And on top of that, he's a plot device. He's also a very good character development device in terms of his character changing up in this tournament especially. And ever since then, our eyes were glued to the screen because of him at the very beginning. Towards the middle, not so much. But at the end here, yet again, Frieza's pulling our attention. And it's better than anything because he's the most iconic anime villain ever, if not one of them, and it just makes the most sense to keep him around for just the viewer's sake and the hype train around him. I think his it's still in this retrospect, like in terms of like his surprise factor, is still greater than Jiren's. At this point, Jiren's a straightforward character and very dull compared to what Frieza brings to the table. So keep Frieza around. He's actually more of a priority to keep around than Jiren, and that's the way I see this going. Them getting the wish, them resurrecting Universe 6 or 11 or all, most likely 6 taking priority above everything, and then them finishing it off with saying goodbye to everyone. So that's my thoughts, opinions, and spoilers as to what's going to be happening in Dragon Ball Super Episode 130, 131, leading into Dragon Ball Super the movie 2018, releasing on December 14th this year. So thank you guys so much for watching. Those are probably going to be the final spoilers until we get some leaked images or from the preview this week. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe, as well as turn on notifications. I appreciate you guys all so much for your support. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care. Peace.